what I'm trying to prove here is that not only I think I can solo Falkner with Chikorita only by pressing tackle, Chikorita can easily take out Metapod and Kakuna, and like, I can take out Scyther because I have been playing these games for a very long time. I'm confident I can take out Scyther with my Bayleaf. Maybe a kid would have a harder time taking down Scyther with a Bayleaf. However, a kid would also have caught different kinds of Pokemons, right? Pokemon is about team building. Pokemon is not about, you know, so if you want it to be, you can be, like having an over-leveled starter that you go through the entire game with. But here I will do the overpowered starter. Like, this is not a Nuzlocke. I can use items. I'm gonna play as a kid with an over-level starter would, and try to prove that it's, even though Chikorita has the type disadvantage, Falkner is the weakest gym leader in Pokemon history, probably. Even though Bugsy Scyther is scary, not because of bug typing, but mostly because Furycuter builds up strength the more it uses, right? So Chikorita would usually like to stand in and stall it a little bit, and like, the longer you fight against Scyther, the more scary Scyther is. So, of course, like, yes, Scyther is difficult for Chikorita. I can do it. However, my point being, I just want to show in this video how easy Falkner is with Chikorita, and that, like, even if you bring only a Chikorita against Bugsy, it is doable, and it's not like a kid would not have caught a Mareep or a Geodude, like in the previous route, right? This is a Chikorita solo run, only for the first two gyms. I think this will take like 20 minutes, mostly. I will do all the battles, I will do all the mandatory battles. I am gonna play as a kid with an over-leveled starter would play, and try to explore why I as a person believe that the argument that, oh, Chikorita gets completely demolished by the first two gyms, and then the kids are gonna box them because they're not gonna like Chikorita because Chikorita sucks. Like, I will prove that even though Chikorita has the type of disadvantage, it's not that difficult to beat Falkner and to beat Bugsy with it. I love that his name's the False to Silver. Heart Gold and Soul Silver have Dismal move boost too. It is better, they get better, but it's crazy, like, it's crazy how it looks like a lot of, and like, I am so glad that Pokemon has the quality of life improvements that it's got. I'm so happy how easy it is to use the move relearner. I'm so happy that, you know, Chikorita is gonna have a Fairy type move at level 10 in Pokemon Legends EA. Okay, now I'm learning. Dude used the Pokeball. I love that he's called Dude. Okie dokie. If I could have one Pokemon that I could bring into the real world, I would choose Chikorita. I think Chikorita would be a great pet. I have a Chikorita plushie that I keep next to my plants. I think it's a vibe. Can't wait for Fairy Meganium. Fairy Meganium is gonna be so good. It's gonna be everything. It's gonna be literally everything. Hey, Duality Duzman, how's it going? No, I think Fairy Meganium is super confirmed. I have used Fairy Meganium in Luminescent Platinum before, and it was a very incredible addition to the team. I think Fairy Meganium in that game has Triage, which makes Meganium super broken. No, of course, don't worry, Thunder and Rain. I understand, like, of course, I am good at Pokemon, like, compared to when I was a kid, of course, like, I can do this easily. I'm just trying to showcase here that, like, me as a kid, what I remember struggling the most is that, like, I would play this game here. I'm not sure if you know this game here. This is called Pokemon Yellow. You only have one starter to choose from, and that starter is Pikachu. Trying to bring Pikachu against Brock is a Herculean task. I would usually need to catch a Butterfree, get it to level 12 so it could learn Confusion so I could have a shot at Brock, because it's not only that Brock resists Pikachu, Brock is immune to Pikachu. None of Pikachu moves can, like, touch Brock. So, like, this is a difficult, like, this is a game-breaking first gym. Falkner is not a game-breaking it's not a game-breaking first gym. Oh my god, Triage would be amazing. Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, and maybe Growth. I think Triage might be a little bit too broken. I don't think they would go for that. If they went for that, it would be super cool, though. I'm not paying attention to the game at all, by the way. The Pokemon I would bring into the real world would be Snorlax. It's basically the world's biggest teddy bear. I have a 30 square meter apartment. I don't have room for Snorlax. But I think having a Munchlax would be neat. How's our HP? Maybe I should go back to the Pokemon Center. It's fine. It's fine. We can do this, right, chat? We can do this. Chikorita's bulky. Wait, how much does Razor Leaf do? Enough. Da-da. Does Falkner even has any fly moves? So that's my point, right? Falkner has 2 Pokemon, a Pidgey and a Pidgeotto. Pidgey only knows Tackle, Pidgeotto knows Gust. So that is the only stab move Falkner brings. That being said, when we fight against Bugsy, Bugsy has a Metapod that only knows Tackle, so Metapod can't do anything to us. Kakuna knows Poison Sting, but it's super effective against Bayleaf, but it does nothing, right? It's not that strong. It could poison us, and that could be a little bit scary, but I think it's fine. Like, those 2, I think, easily you can get through. I will try to defeat Cider. As a kid, you know, you would throw in a Mareep or something that is super effective against Cider. Like, Pokemon is about team building. Again, you are not supposed to solo the game with Chikorita. Even though that's what I'm kind of doing here, to prove a point. Actually, I want to fight all the trainers just to keep the experience levels balanced. Chikorita is 100% stronger in Gold, Silver, Crystal than Pikachu is in Yellow, and that's before you get to the fact Chikorita evolves. Yes, and also, like, Brock is a cakewalk if you choose Bulbasaur, Brock is a cakewalk if you choose Squirtle, Brock is hard if you choose Charmander. Like, I don't think Brock in Gen 1 has any rock moves that would be super effective against Charmander, but Charmander can only scratch Geodude and Onix, and that's not super effective. Okay, I might die here to this Weedle. No, wait. I have a potion and an antidote. I'm fine. I'm not gonna die to a random trainer. I remember the time I found an Entei in Pokemon Black and White, but he got away. Cecily, do you know Igona? I mean, I know who she is. I've heard, like, stories. I was online when she was... I remember what happened. I know the story. But that's not really my consumption of online stuff. Do the gym leader have stab moves? So, again, Pidgeotto and Scyther too. And Kakuna, but it's just Poison Sting, and I think it's definitely manageable. Hey, School, nice to see you here. I love Chikorita as well. Although I prefer Bayleaf. No, you can write in Portuguese as much as you want. I'm just translating so that chat we don't alienate chat in that. I prefer Bayleaf too. Like, I put up a video in my secondary channel yesterday going for my favorite Pokemon, and as a design, I prefer Bayleaf to Chikorita too. I think Bayleaf is neat. My personal favorite Pokemon type is probably bug types. I like bugs. I'm not like I love a lot of bug types. I think my favorite is Heracross. I love Snom. I love a lot of bug types. I love Butterfree. I love the butterflies too. But I think my favorite types are usually, you know, Grass, Fairy. What else? I think it's hard to have a favorite type. I really like Ghost. I really like... I don't know. A lot of stuff. I'm a fire type kind of person. I like fire types too. I think, like, the types I identify the least with are probably, like, rock and ground, and... I don't know. Dark... I like dark types. I just... It's a funny aesthetic that they have going on for dark types, right? They did my girl Chikorita dirty in this game. Literally is weak to the early birds and bugs. Honestly, we're doing good. Aren't we doing good? Ooh, X accuracy. So I think the only real trouble we're gonna have is gonna be Scyther. Like, other than that, I don't see any big issues. But again, a kid would have more than one Pokemon in their party, right? That's what the game also incentivizes team building. It doesn't incentivize doing what I'm doing and like just sweeping through the entire game with one Pokemon. Also, Chikorita is ridiculously overleveled already, right? We are doing all the trainer battles. Like, I think also Falkner is easier than Brock because of the Sprout Tower. There is so much XP here that just does not exist in Viridian Forest. Like, I'm already over the level cap, right? Oh my god, you're missing... How many tackles did you miss, Chikorita? Oh my god. What is tackles accuracy? Is it like 95 or something? I like how Bayleaf has a ponytail. I really like it. Goes forward and then goes back. It's like a very cool angle somehow. Okay, I might need to go to the Pokemon Center just because we're running out of PP for tackle. We have, what, 9. Can we take out these many Bellsprouts with 8 tackles? I don't think we can. I think we need the Pokemon Center. So, like, if you're a kid, if you chose Chikorita, can you let me through, please? If you chose Chikorita, if you're going by, like, the available XP that the game gives to you, I don't think Falkner is that. It is a big, big challenge. Do you prefer Bayleaf or Meganium? I prefer Bayleaf. I do agree with, like, the design complaints on Meganium. I feel like... a Mega Meganium should definitely use the leaf in the head. I think it's one of Chikorita's main designs, and when it evolves into an antenna, it kind of loses a little bit of that personality. I love Chikorita's choker too, and Chikorita and Bayleaf's choker, like the vine choker. So, I hope that if we get a regional form, they go for a design closer to Bayleaf somehow. I really hope that Bug gets buffed in Gen 10 and becomes super effective against Dragon and Fairy. I see Bug being super effective against Fairy, but Dragon, I don't really see it. I mean, I don't know. But I think it will be... Oh my god, it's level 14 already. We are way too overleveled. And we didn't grind. Like, I did fight 3 or 4 wild Pokemon before, but that was before... I don't think I fought any wild Pokemon after the Silver Battle, right? We are level 14 already. And we still have the trainers in the gym to do. Cool. Pack. Escape rope. Pokemon Center, let's go fight the birds. You guys wanna get a Bug Dragon? Is there a Bug Dragon type? Iskil would be a flying type gym leader. I think like we need I think Falkner got done dirty. I think Falkner deserves a better team. Honestly. So how much does Tackle do? A lot. It was a crit though. See, like we are tanking super effective moves like it was nothing. And we're gonna be level 15 to fight the Pidgeotto. It's gonna be a cakewalk. Chikorita is simply too strong. It's the stronger Johto starter, right? Honestly, in Gold Silver Crystal, yeah, I think Taco and Razor Leaf are kind of doing the same, but the crit rate is better for Razor Leaf. Oh, we get Poison Powder. That's cool. We don't need Growl. Another PG. Right, how much is Razor Leaf? Okay, we missed Razor Leaf, which is a bummer. We one-hit KO the PG. Okay. Then Razor Leaf it is. Bug Dragon should have been Sliver Wing. Yes, it should. Honestly, Chikorita Meganium is the strongest starter in competitive Gen 2 in VGC. As far as I've heard in the internet. I was not playing around there to confirm. But yeah, so we basically fought against all the trainers before Falkner, and we are at level 15. So, like, this is all the experience available for a kid playing Pokemon for the first time with a Chikorita. Maybe they have another Pokemon in their team that they're gonna split this experience with, but if you are doing a run only with Chikorita, this is how you arrive to the Falkner fight. Can we one-hit KO again this PG? No. Okay, chill. So Pidgeotto is at level 9. Our Razor Leaf is doing like 30%. Okay, we might lose because of that Razor Leaf miss. But we might get a crit. Okay, we lose here. But that's because one of the Razor Leafs missed. What is the accuracy? Did they tell me the accuracy of the move? How accurate is Razor Leaf? How much is Tackle doing? No, but that was a crit. We got the crit with Tackle, but not with Razor Leaf, which is very funny somehow. Yeah, I just pressed Tackle and Pidgeotto died, so that's it. We lost that first battle because one of them missed, but literally, I just pressed the button Tackle and Pidgeotto died. Yeah, the 90%, the 5%, like, when it's the 5% accurate move, it's a 0% accurate move, right? Yeah, I would have used Tackle. It's fine. Yeah, like, but I think setting up a Reflect is too overthinking. I honestly think Falkner is easy. It is, right? We just did it. I also think that Falkner is super easy. Against Scyther, that's gonna be more tricky. Against Scyther, we might try to think of something. But... let me just get this chip XP so we evolve. Scyther is gonna be tricky. Falkner, easy. I never know about the physical special split, honestly. It's so weird. I was about to run, then I remembered this was a trainer battle. Did they get a TM from Falkner? Oh, we got Mud Slap. That's good. I think Bayleaf can learn Mud Slap. And Mud Slap has very good coverage, but I think Reflect... Let me think. Yeah, no, let's keep it. Because I would love to have Mud Slap, but Scyther is immune to Mud Slap, so I prefer just having Tackle. Did I say Leech? Did I say Leech Life? I meant for Cutters. Sorry. Whooper gang. Also, the whole thing with the Chikorita's weakness is kind of not really that much once you look down to it. The Razor Leaf resist doesn't even matter that much 95% of the time. Like, yeah, we're here fighting against a bunch of birds, and I'm pressing Razor Leaf, and it crit. Boom. And like, Peck's doing 6 HP. Of course, this is a level 8 Spearow, but it's the level curve of the game. The game is not that difficult, that's my point. The game's not hard. Honestly, if you are playing this normally, like, if I was playing this normally, I would have gotten, ooh, we could use an Texco. If I was playing this normally, I would have caught a Wooper, I would have caught a Mareep, I would have type diversity on my team, because that's what the game wants me to do, right? It doesn't want me to go for the entire game just using one Pokemon. It wants me to think strategically, it wants me to switch up, it wants me to change. Isn't Mareep available in Crystal? I thought it was. Oh, okay. I never played Crystal before, though. I don't know the encounter charts. If everything else fails, Bayleaf does learn Synthesis at level 23. Actually, that's amazing. I didn't know it learned Synthesis at level 23. That's super, super good. Sentru! I like Sentru. I think Kiara yesterday was talking about Sentru here. And like, chat, I didn't grind, right? I'm at level 17 and this Cuffing is at level 6. Like, this game is not hard. So, I do have a strat for... No. I do have a good strat for Scyther. I think we can... No, I'm sure we can beat Scyther. I'm confident. Maybe not on the first try. But what I'm trying to prove here is that Bayleaf can take, without any trouble, 60% of Falkner and Bugsy. Like, Pidgey is not a threat. Kakuna's not a threat. Metapod's not a threat. Scyther is a threat. Pidgeotto is fine. You can deal with Pidgeotto. Like, Pidgeotto is not that much trouble. Like, if you miss a Razor Leaf, then yeah, maybe you lose to Pidgeotto. But honestly, it's not a Miltank, right? It's not a Miltank. And I could have used a potion there. Also, I did not use a potion. Hi, Mom. Thank you, Mom. I need to talk to Kurt first, and then he goes fight Team Rocket. Kurt goes fight Team Rocket and proceeds to do absolutely nothing against Team Rocket. Yeah, here's the thing, right? Some people commented on the video, oh, because Kakuna has Stab Poison Sting. Like, Stab Poison Sting super effective is gonna do 5 HP at Bayleaf, maximum. If we get Poison, it might be annoying, just because Bayleaf needs to stay long in the field. So that's why Furrycuter is annoying, right? The first Furrycuter is not gonna do a lot of damage, but it stacks up. Like, if you don't get done with Scyther quickly, then Furrycuter is a problem. Problem is, the way to make it so that Furrycuter is not a problem is that we need to make sure that they start missing a few Furrycutters. And for that, we have the HM for Flash. So my idea is to just press Flash twice at Scyther, and then Furrycutter will probably, hopefully, not stack up. That's how I think I could beat Scyther. My favorite stage of Chikorita line is Bayleaf. I love Bayleaf. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. It's probably Depending on the day you ask me, it is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Look at this sprite, honestly. Isn't it perfect? Isn't it precious? Isn't it everything? Yeah, like, what I'm trying to say here is not that Bayleef's not weak to these types. Bayleef is objectively weak to these types. What I'm trying to say is that, like, having these first gyms are not run killers for Bayleef. Bayleef is not going to perform horribly against these gyms, and, like, you need to box Bayleef, and Bayleef is useless. Of course not. Like, Bayleef can take care of almost the entire teams of these trainers. Their aces are a little bit more complicated. Pidgeotto is fine, Scyther's hard. I admit that. If we get a poison here, that would be very annoying. Razor Leaf, so good, right, chat? So good. Oh, we're beating Rocket. Gen 2 introduced holding hands. Yes. I really want to play the Legacy series in this channel sometime. I think it's very nice. Okay, this is a 4-time resist, right? It's better to just tackle. It is. Lediba is Lediba flying or fighting? It's just bug. It's pure bug type. Bayleef, just let's have a field day here, right? Chikorita is taking all these poison types, like, with a hand behind her back. And, like, is it over-leveled? If you're doing a Nuzlocke, it is, but I'm only using the experience that is available to me. Like, I didn't grind. Like, it's Weedles and Kakunas, honestly. Ledian is flying, okay, it's not fighting. Ooh, a Beedrill. Furry attack is normal, right? It's not bug. That's funny. Weedle Twinito! Or Weedle Poison Sting. Whatever you prefer. Okay, so, actually, there's the rival fight we can also do. Let's do that. Okay, Ghastly. Oh, shit. It's fine. I wanted to tackle, but we can't tackle Ghastly. That's bad. Okay, I don't want to be confused against Pilava, though. That sucks. That really sucks. Okay, chat, I might have to use the Super Potion here. I should have poisoned it before. And, like, I don't think this rival fight is an argument for anything, because that Pokemon is gonna be strong against your starter anyway. So if you're doing a solo run, that is a challenge you need to go through. Okay, I just don't want to get confused against Zubat. Give me a crit. Yes. Give me a crit. Yes. Great, great. We're doing good. Okay, now I poison Quilava. And we should take a few embers. It's fine. Bye-bye. I hate the weak. Okay. I want to give a berry to Bayleaf. And I want to buy a super potion. Can't believe Silver is a Chikorita hater. Honestly, that guy's the worst. So, I will do something dangerous here, which is... I will have to lose access to... Also, I could have if I teached Mudslap to Bayleaf, we could have taken that Quilava down in 5 seconds too. I didn't want to do that! I always do this, chat. I didn't want to forget Taco. I wanted Taco. Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Let's go do this. Like, my point here is that we can beat Metapod and Kakuna easily. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. If we are also able to beat Cider, then that's a bonus. Okay, that speed drop, not the best. Poison Sting does nothing. Again, nothing. Okay, so we beat Kakuna and we beat Metapod. Now I'm gonna play as a kid probably wouldn't play, right? A kid, when as a kid would use X attack, right? Never. But I will. I will, and I will also admit that it's very hard to beat Cider without being like an experienced player, or you can just switch into your Geodude, which is what I would recommend for when you have a bad time matchup in a Pokemon game. Also, just for the hell of it, right? Then I get poisoned because I got, you know, greedy. Okay, so I want to flash you. Yeah, that speed drop definitely. Yes, perfect. Yes, let's do it. Another flash. Let's go. Okay, this is a safe accuracy for me to poison you, I think. Okay, if we get hit by another Furikida, we die here. So, just gonna use Hyper Potion, a Super Potion. Yeah, that was a good usage. Let's hope for a miss. Okay, we lost. I can't believe that. Okay, I played so well. That was completely that was RNG, right? I had 3 accuracy drops on it, and it got me 3 Fury Cutters in a row. That's fine. Let me use X Attack now. I don't want... this speed drop is very boring. Yeah, whatever. So, physical split. Like, is the X attack... like, Grass is special, right? Or not. Bad poison here. I don't have an antidote. Oh yeah, no, I thought I had an antidote. No, without an antidote we can't do this. I thought I had antidote. The lesson is not that Chikorita is bad, but RNG will always screw you over. Yes. I thought I had an antidote. Yeah, Grass is special. Okay, then I'll just try to get this Metapod done with before we get the speed drop. Yes, great, great, great. Yeah, this is great, chat. Okay, we don't outspeed anyway, so it's fine. Can you miss a single Furricutor? I would be so happy if you did. Let's go. GG. That's how you beat Scyther with Chikorita, by the way. Third attempt, but second attempt was only because I forgot to buy antidotes. And first attempt, we almost did it. So I count it as a 1.5 attempts, right? So chat, what am I trying to prove with the silly thing here? Am I trying to deny that Bayleaf as a grass type is weak to bug and to flying? And to flying? No, I'm not. It is weak. It is not going to be as much of a walk in the park as if you had a Cyndaquil. Honestly, that can be. But it's not a run killer, right? It's not like, oh, I'm a kid, I picked Chikorita, I cannot get past I cannot do anything with it. I cannot even get into the gyms. No, of course you can. Like, the first gym is very easy, even if you don't catch any other Pokemon. By the second gym, you're definitely gonna have other Pokemon with you. But even if you don't, it is definitely doable. Scyther is scary. Not only because of the bug typing, but because because Bayleaf wants to stay in the battle, and Furricutter will go exponential if you let it go exponential. So, it is basically the same reason why Miltank's rollout is scary is the reason why this Furricutter is scary, right? And nobody will say that Cyndaquil is a horrible choice, or the Totodile is a horrible choice because they are weak to rollout. They are not weak to rollout. Cyndaquil is weak to rollout. But it's not because it's a rock type move. It's because if you cannot stop it, it can build up and get super scary. But like, this is it. Under an hour, we got the 2 gyms down with our Bayleaf, without grinding. Honestly, we beat the first gym only pressing tackle. That's literally what we did. And, yeah, Scyther is more challenging if you don't have any other Pokemon, but you probably will have other Pokemon if you're doing a normal playthrough. All that to say, I don't think that the argument that, oh, Chikorita is horrible at Gen 2, that's why nobody likes it, is that much of a strong argument. Because, even though it's true, it's not that hard, you know? It's not that much of a dramatic, you know, difficulty spike. That's all I'm trying to say here. I would argue that RNG is definitely worse than the typing here. We lost, the 2 times we lost, it was not due to type disadvantage, we lost because of RNG. We lost because Razor Leaf missed, and we lost because, yeah, even with 3 accuracy drops, Scyther managed to get me 3 Fury Cutters in a row, and Quilava would not survive 3 Fury Cutters in a row, Totodile would not survive 3 Fury Cutters in a row. I wish they had more interesting team. I think that's a much more interesting conversation to have, right? Why did we not see any Gen 2 Pokemon here? Why doesn't Falkner have Noctowl? Why doesn't Falkner have Hoot Hoot? Why doesn't Bugsy have Lediba? Why doesn't Bugsy have Heracross? Heracross, if this Scyther was a Heracross, I don't know how we would have how to beat it. Scyther is cool, but Metapod and Kakuna is like, that's what I'm trying to say. And I'm not trying to be aggressive. I understand, like, if you, as a kid, had troubles in Gen 2 fighting these gyms, I said it was a skill issue in the video. I was joking. It's not a skill issue. Some kids might find some gyms harder, some kids might not. But what I'm trying to say here is that choosing Chikorita is not a run killer. Also, not talking about Nuzlocke, I'm talking about a playthrough. A casual playthrough.